was familiar with John, started asking questions, and one thing led to another, and I learned more and more and got hooked.
Well, your book is wonderful.
Oh,
Bill has a wonderful book out about Johnny Appleseed. Like I said, he knows a lot about him. He was an animal lover. He was a religious man.
Yes.
There's been many songs written about him. What do you want people to come away with when they leave from seeing this show? What do you want the feeling for them to have when they leave, or what do you want them to learn from experiencing Johnny Appleseed's outdoor show?
I think most of us that are involved with the project have varying degrees of ideas about that, personal thoughts on it. But for me personally, I hope all of our guests will depart for their homes or their hotels feeling better about themselves and be reminded that an unassuming young and then eventually older man went about doing good because he took the responsibility to identify his assets and liabilities and put his strengths to good use. Our story, of course, is about John's life, but also the settling of this part of north central Ohio. And it was a very difficult time for the early settlers. And John, you might say, not only provided the seeds of fruit, but the seeds of faith and encouragement as well.
Now, your performers come from all over the country, so you're educating them not only about Johnny Appleseed, but about the state of Ohio. Even David Craven, who is your Johnny Appleseed this year, was saying he'd never realized that Ohio had such a beautiful countryside, was such a beautiful place to come and visit. How did you put this show together? How did you find who you were going to use to be the writer of your songs and the script for the show? How did you go about finding someone?
Well, the story was pretty close to my heart, and I was interested personally, as was the board of trustees, to deliver the story in as accurate a way as possible. Now, obviously for theater, we have to make a few little adjustments here and there. But I knew I wasn't a playwright and didn't want to try to tackle that, so we went looking for one.
Okay.
And we found one, Billy Ed Wheeler, not only a playwright, but a songwriter. So it was kind of like writing Home for 10 and getting 20.
That's great. That's great. Well, it's also nice to know what you can and can't do, you know? I mean, you can build a beautiful theater like this, you can get funding for it, you can have the idea, but you wanted the right people to tell the story for you in the most proper and best way. So that's a smart move.
We developed a terrific creative team, I think.
Are you happy with what you've been able to do? Has it kind of accomplished what you've wanted it to do, or do you have more dreams coming up your sleeve?
Well, I'm ecstatic about what we've accomplished thus far, of course, but I don't think it's the end of the plan for us.
Okay.
We've dedicated a series of historic markers in the area at the sites which the events that are portrayed in the drama actually took place.
Oh, wow, okay.
And we'd like to kind of develop this section of Ohio into Johnny Appleseed country, if you will. And we think in the future there are some great hopes for heritage corridor development, scenic byways.
Great, great. And I know you're going to expand up here more too as well.
Yes, we have plans for a museum and a classroom and some other surprises too in years to come.
Well, so come on up and check out Johnny Appleseed's Outdoor Theater and look at Bill's dream come true and learn about a very special man, Jonathan Chapman. Thanks so much, Bill. Appreciate your time.
Judy. It's a pleasure.
People come from all over the country to see the Johnny Appleseed Outdoor Show.
Well, we have a whole group of people that just bought tickets to see the show this evening, and it's a beautiful night. Where are you guys all from?
I'm from Van Loo.
Van Loo. Now, where's that at?
Near Findlay, Ohio.
Oh, Findlay, Ohio. Okay. All right. And where are you from? Excuse me.
We're from Van Loo.
Van Loo. Are you all from Van Loo?
Just
Cary, Ohio.
Cary, Ohio.
And I'm from Upper Sandusky.
Oh, Sandusky. Upper Sandusky. Okay. Now, how did you hear about the show?
Through brochures and newspaper. I was at Norwalk at a McDonald's,
Uh-huh.
and they gave us coupons.
Oh, great.
$2 off.
Okay.
And so McDonald's gave, well, some of us was in there eating, and then they gave me some extra coupons.
Well, that's nice. Now, do any of you have a thing for Johnny Appleseed? You know about him, or you have an interest in him?
all I know is he planted apples.
Well, you're going to find out more than you ever wanted to know, I'm sure, about Johnny Appleseed, because this show's going to tell you everything about him. And it's a very interesting production. The fact that it's a musical is even better because you get to learn it through music. And I don't know, I find it easier to remember things if I hear it through music. So we hope you enjoy the show. It's a beautiful evening, and thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
We're outside the theater, and we're talking to some of the patrons that are going to be coming in to see the show this evening. And believe it or not, their name is Chapman. Mr. and Mrs. Chapman. Where are you guys from?
North Baltimore, that's in Wood County.
And you said it's about an hour and a half from
About
here?
2-hour drive.
2-hour drive.
Yes.
And you're camping out and
Mohican State Park.
you decided to come on over. Now, you're not related to Johnny Appleseed, that John Chapman,
Well, we
are
could
you?
be way down the line somewhere. There are a lot of Chapmans.
Yes. Now, how did you hear about the show?
We come up here a lot, and we've seen the advertisement on the area for it. So, being Johnny Appleseed, naturally, we were interested.
Sure. Do you go see a lot of theater?
Sometimes, yes.
Well, it's a musical. Do you like musicals?
Yes.
I hope so. Well, it looks like a wonderful performance. You couldn't have picked a better evening. It's beautiful out.
Oh, well, thank you.
How long are you staying in the Mohican area?
A week.
Ashland, a week. Wonderful. Well, have a wonderful time. Thank you for talking to us. We hope you
Thank
enjoy the
you.
show.
It's our pleasure.
We'd like you to come and see the Johnny Appleseed Outdoor Drama for yourself. But until you do, here are a few of the many highlights of the production we saw that night.
This land we call Ohio, a part of my heart will always be in Ohio. I've been to Greytown, I've been to Zanesville.
Well, I learned a lot about Johnny Appleseed, one of Ohio's most famous legends, and his beautiful outdoor theater. You know, Ohio has quite a few of them. There's Trumpet in the Land in New Philadelphia, Ohio, Tecumseh in Chillicothe, Blue Jacket in Xenia, and The Living Word in Cambridge, Ohio. All wonderful outdoor theater experiences I hope you'll go see. Before I go, if you or your family have a favorite Ohio destination, event, or person that we should all know about, that you'd like featured on our show, let me know. Here's how.
You can write your suggestions to us at WNEO, care of Only Ohio, Kent, Ohio, 44240, 5191, or contact me at onlyohio1@aol.com.
I hope you'll join me again next time as we discover together Ohio's most interesting people, places, and things right here on Only Ohio. After all, there's a lot more to Ohio than you might think.
If you've enjoyed this episode of Only Ohio and would like to see it again or share it with family and friends, it's available on VHS and DVD. Just call 1-800-554-4549.
When is blueberry mysterious? When it's Smucker's, the finest fruit, a bounty of flavors for the many moods of you. For over 100 years, with a name like Smucker's, it has to be good.